Happy Thursday, happy trading. Nothing I'd rather be doing than in these markets trading. Let's go over the trades for the day. First, let's start with seeing what stocks had the greatest flow. We'll start with C. I'd say no. Well, actually, I know what stock had the greatest flow today. It was Intel. So, Intel had the greatest flow. If you look at it, narrow state, and it kept going. Nothing beating Intel today. So after that, let's go over our trades. Let's start with Uber. So starting with Uber, here's how we were looking at it in the moment. In the moment, we were looking at it like this. Fab 4. Drops below, long bar, elephant bar, dive into it, sell. We sell in here. Keep in mind, this isn't a narrow state. It's not narrow because the 200 isn't as close to the 20. The closer these are, the better. So because these are rather wide, it's not as good. And you can see that on the 5-minute as well if you look over here. So that's a wide state. So with that being wide and this being wide, more than likely we're in a position. Here's 1, position 2, position 3. So if we're on position 3, this is more than likely kicking back. So I was trading it like it was going down, but it wasn't. I only got in one lot. I measured this off and I saw 30 cents, and I just said, hey, I'm only going to do one lot for some reason. And then when it got here, I got out. And I just got out because I just realized at the last second, after waiting for this to go down, that it didn't feel like. I'm not going to say the word feel because feel makes it. We shouldn't use feelings as traders. So the setup that I use indicates that it's a position 3. It's going to curl back towards the market or towards position 1. So knowing that, I just got out. So we're going to keep it moving. And what we would do is elephant bar right here. This is what we didn't do this, but elephant bar right here, you'd buy this, set the stop, you'd measure it out. We're looking at about 40 cents. So 40 cents, let's say we want to bet 2 lots, makes it 80 or 800, however you want to look at it. You could add on this lot right here on a color change. What I did is I didn't catch this first move, this first elephant, so I added here and I measured this off and still acted as if I got in here. I got in here and my stop was here, so I was playing that like that was my stop. And at first it worked initially, but then it mellowed out, and then it went lower. It went lower, but it didn't knock me out of my stop, so I was cool with keeping it. And let's just hold this. This is at 73.50, so just think 73.50. And then eventually we just got out just because we just didn't have confidence in it. just because it'd been so long. Like if the move doesn't work, I think it was originally, if the move doesn't work in the first 12 bars, you can cut the trade, because it should have worked right here. But I just held on to it just because I wanted to hold on to the 73.50, just to get used to trading like how I should be trading, how I should have been trading this whole time. And then it goes down, and then again, let's look at this. That's probably 1, 2, 3. Is this going to go even further down? I'd say no. I'd say maybe that's an exhaustion bar. And now we got something going up. Now, this seems to be curling up. Do you want to play the color change here? That's on you. I wouldn't have played it here. Let's say you did. Map it out. 5 cents. Color change. Set the stop right there. Let's say it's 73.77. This would have probably been another opportunity to do a color change right here. Set the stop right here. 73.89. And then you got the boom. And then this is position of power. And keep in mind right here, it would have been far away from the 20. 3 fingers, so we know it's going to pull back to the 20. And then keep in mind we're still position of power. So green takeout red bar, we could play that, set the stop right here. I don't know if you could say far away from the 20, but it doesn't look like you could say, hey, this was the previous high. This is a higher high. So new highs you can get out, or you have a valid reason to exit the trade. And then I guess you could position of power, green bar takeout again, right here. Ride that thing up. Now you have another. Is this far away from the 20? I would say yes. And this seems to take out this bar. I'd probably get out. And that's the end of the day anyway. So next stock we're going to go off is Walmart. That was Uber. So Walmart. You can see it again if you look over here. 1, 2. I'm just going to say it's 1, 2, 3, just because it's so far away from the 20 on this, on the 200. On the 5-minute, it can't really go too much further down. So, but even with this, I would have played it Fab 4, right? Fab 4, sell bar. So we're selling into it. Tail bar. How big is it? It's about 70 cents. So 70 cents, 2 lots, 140. Risking it. Let it go down. You could take a profit there. And you get what you get. 25.91. This might have you think it's going to go further down, but that's so far away. I would say it's going to go up. Where we made the mistake is we thought, hey, pull back, come down, so chasing the actual whale, which is that. So we were chasing the whale, but we're about as low as it already gets because the whale happened here. Right? That's the drop here. The pullback was on the first bar. So it really happened, if you could draw it. That's the whale that took place. So you're not going to catch another whale. But in the moment, we were saying, hey, red bar, take out green bar. And red bar, take out green bar. We measured the green bar, sell, and then as soon as it got to the high of the red bar, we got out. And that was obvious there. And now we're just looking for another opportunity, And one could say, like, hey, 1, 2, I think you could play this or play this as a tail bar and measure the size of it. It's pretty small. It's 15 cents. Put a 15-cent stop on this and measure that back to here. And had you done that, that would have been a nice move going up. What I did in this buy right here was this area right here had a clearing, nothing to the left of that area. And because nothing to the left was there, I bought into it, and then it went up, and I eventually got out, but I shouldn't have got out. I probably should have tried to ride it to the previous day's close. And next what happened was I got this bull 180 right here. And getting a bull 180 right there, I figured, keep in mind, this is the flat 200, so this is a 1. Then there's 2, and then there's 3 way above, right? So I buy into this knowing that we got to set the stop here. So measure the red candlestick. It's about 80 cents, I'm guessing, because I'm doing it fast. I'm like, hey, about 80 cents. And then it goes all the way back to the top. And because of this bar, I saw this bar, and I was like, oh man, it's gonna knock me out. And because I got this back, as soon as it got all the way back to the top, I just figured that was what do you call it? I forgot what the term we use, but just getting your money back. It's not worth playing. But had I just played it, look, it goes all the way up. And that's because the Bull 180 is one of your more powerful buys. And then this one, you could probably play this right here as a elephant bar, just because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's bigger than the last 5. How big is it? It's about I don't know. It's not even that big. I thought it was bigger than it looks. But set the stop here. Ride that down. And then you have this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bigger than those. That's an elephant bar. Ride that up. And I would do the same on this one. Buy into this. That's the end of the day. Next one is Exxon. So Exxon is kind of tricky. It's tricky because it's like, hey, these are close, right? So you know it's a tight state. Here's the Fab Four. These are tight, so that means a big move's going to happen. And when I say these, the 200 and the 20. And here's the Fab Four. So first move, nope, you don't accept that, right? That's the wrong color. Now this green bar, the next one, could have been like this. And I would have bought into that, set the stop. It goes up, and you're expecting it to go even higher. And maybe that was high enough for you to get out. But if it wasn't, this drop right here was so severe that it would have made you say, hey, I got out because this was my stop anyway. Now the tricky part is this right here. We have a position of power, but you'd have to climb all of this red space right here. Now, do you play this or do you play this not? That's on you. The easiest decision is just measuring the risk and saying, hey, it's 40 cents. 40, let's say I want to risk 80 or 800, however you want to play it. It's cool with me. Do it. Set the stop. It goes up. Now, I got in here because I just was like, position of power. This is flat. I did a green bar went over a red bar. And I just looked at that red bar being so little, I could go in a small amount. But I didn't end up holding it because it just took so long. As soon as I got this bull 180 right here, I got out. I said bull 180, it's going to go down. And as soon as it went down, what did it do? It went up. So it's like it faked me out on the bull 180 and then just rose. So a better way, I guess, to have gotten in that would have been maybe getting in here after the bull 180 and you saw that the bull 180 was fake. And if something like a bull 180 doesn't go like it should go and the opposite happens, then you know the opposite move is going to be really bold and really, really like a real nice move. So, and that's what that move was. And then up here, you're just waiting. It's kind of flat. 20's flat. I guess you could have. These are large bars that are full. You can bind them. Set the stop. Elephant. Nope. End of the day. Next one for me is going to be C. So C, if you look at the 5, it would have been off of a 200. So you'd have known it's going to be a large move. So that would have been a great indicator that it's playable. If you look at the 2-minute, you have the Fab 4. You have a tail bar. It's still in the trap zone, but once it gets out of it, then you could sell. So as soon as it got out, you sell, and then you'd know up, down, and that's the whale right there. Now, this one was a 3-legged whale, and that's because you got down, up, down, up, down. But that's like a really micro, I think that's the right word. I think a micro whale for it. And here you have a tail bar, so all you have to do is measure it. We got 25, we got about 50 cents. So buy, set the stop. Let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. Wherever you want to get out. I think now would be a good time. Now keep in mind, now that this is a flat, and keep in mind this is a zone. The 200 is a zone, and you got a tail bar off of it, a tail bar off a 200 zone, and you measure it, and it's only 20 cents. Set the sale, set the stop, and ride that. And let's say you missed that, you could have done the red bar takeout right here. This is only 9 cents. So you could have had, 5 lots on this. And sold that all the way down. Here's where I messed up. Oh man, this was a heartbreaker. We caught another one. I saw this, and this was only about 5 cents. 10 cents. This was 10 cents. And then I counted this as taken out at. So then I got into this one, as many lots as I could, and it went above it, and I lost. But next, if I would have just waited and did the next one, I would have had it. Would have had it. We had to go to physical therapy, so we didn't get to trade all day, but we would have had a good day. We would have ended the day really well had we got more time, at least for the afternoon. I think I'm starting to get things a little bit better. That would have been a good indicator of a buy. A move like this. Set the stop. Got a little higher. But just this 3 large bars in a row right there, or just this tail bar right here, reading it, setting the stop. Next one's going to be Merck. So Merck, we have Fab 4, indecisive bar, a green bar, which is the wrong color because we're going down. Now, if you wanted to be risky, you could have sold this tail bar and mapped it out. It's only 30 cents. Set the stop right here and played this down. But keep in mind you're coming next to all of this power, so it's probably not going to go down too far. And now the 20 is pretty flat. So what we did here is we were looking at position of power, green bar takeout, set the stop below. We measured it. It was only 10 cents. So we did a maximum lot in there. And then it went down on us and we got a little scared, can't lie to you, because our stop was right here, but we knew what we were risking anyway. And then we just got out once it came up. We had other things to do. Well, I'm not going to say it was we had other things to do. It's just I didn't hold it. I'll be honest with you. But had I held it, that would have been a great trade. That would have been one of the better trades I made. This was the worst trade we made all day. So remember, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. And what we did is we had a green bar take out a red bar. At least that's what we considered right here. This is the red bar. This is the green bar. And we said green bar take out red bar. So we bought right here. And as soon as we bought, it went all the way down. And we did a lot more lots than we should have. And that was our worst trade. And it was just buying in the wrong position. It was a good buy signal, but it was in the wrong position. Good learning lesson, though. Now, you have off the 20. That's a sell. Then you could buy this, probably position 2. Get out somewhere there, or it would have knocked you out here after you measured your instance. Buy in here off the 20. It may be position 1, position 2. So position 3, maybe not expect so much. I'm probably getting out here. And our next and last one is Intel, and that was the stock with the most flow. There's not too much you need to cover here. I'd like to cover why I missed it. Which I don't know how I missed it. But look at that. It's perfect on the 5 minute. It's perfect on the 1 minute or on the 2 minute. And it's even perfect on the 15 if you were looking at the previous day's close, and the 20, which I sometimes consider the 200. It can be represented as the 200 or falsely identified. I don't know how to say it. I play it as a 200 sometimes. I don't know if that's in the rule books or not, but sometimes I do. But elephant bar, set the stop, ride it up, ride it up. Let's say you missed that. You could have got a green bar takeout right here. And then I even saw these, but I thought green bar takeouts right here, but I thought it was too high to get in. Wasn't high enough. Could have took it in there and still have made money. Or this one, still made money. And that one was like 40 cents if I'm not mistaken. So still could have made money. Didn't. But we're getting better. I can tell. Hope this was a good coverage, and I hope my sound's better. I've been working on it. So let me know. Till next time. See ya.